All right, joining us now, former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, and you also were a debate coach.
Yes, he did an absolutely great job. This was his best performance. I thought the one before was terrific, but this was even better. Much more presidential. Never lost his cool. Always kept within himself, and basically made it clear that she has accomplished nothing in 30 years. When he hit her with that, basically you've been there 30 years and nothing's been accomplished, she had no answer for it. Because there is no answer for it. And he basically made it clear that she's not qualified to be president because she should be in jail, which we all know.
And also he brought up the fact look, there's so many instances now where she's not told the truth. How does that resonate with the American people? Do they elect somebody that is known to regularly not tell the truth?
Think of the thing that he brought out, that she paid people to create violence at his rallies. And then she had the gall, I think she must have forgotten about it, to accuse him of having violent rallies. And he came right back at her and he said, well, you paid for them. You paid for them. Yeah. I mean, I've never heard of that, paying people. I mean, this is like Tammany Hall politics of the last century or 2 centuries ago. And I thought also Chris Wallace did a good job of keeping them on the issues, and that's where we really win. It's clear that his program of lower taxes, renegotiating bad trade deals, a growth economy is a heck of a lot better than a big government economy. And it worked for Reagan, it worked for Kennedy. What she wants to do hasn't worked for Obama. I thought Wallace pointing out that she basically wants to do Obama stimulus 2. Well, look what stimulus 1 did for us.
Yeah. And the hemispheric answer was pretty profound, too. I thought Chris obviously had done his research when he talked about the open hemisphere. That's 600 million people.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. He's talking. She, unfortunately, all those WikiLeaks things came out, and it's clear that she's in favor of a global government. Yeah. That's what she wants: open borders, open trade, and she said a hemispheric government. And the reality is, she wants to basically bankrupt us. Her answer to everything is, she's going to tax the rich, tax the rich, tax the rich. By the 3rd time she said tax the rich, we ran out of rich. We got into middle class. By the 5th time, we were talking about poor people. She's going to tax everybody.
You know what really stood out to me tonight, and I agree with you. I thought Chris Wallace did a good job in keeping it on substance. But what stood out to me is how dramatic the choice is. The differences here are profound.
Yes. There's a man with very clear views of how he wants to change America, and there's this person who's been around for 30 years who's never accomplished anything and wants to give us a socialist solution to the problems, which is actually, it's the one WikiLeaks that didn't come out, where she told the Canadian bank that she preferred socialism and socialized medicine. Yes. And it was quite clear in what she's talking about. Every answer was, well, I'll balance the budget by raising taxes. We'll be back at the 90% rate for her to do that.
The 2 times that we've had economic success, John Kennedy, Ronald Reagan, they both cut taxes, but also on the issue of refugees, the issue of immigration, the issue of Supreme Court justices.
He killed her on refugees. I mean, basically, no answer again. She is going to let in Syrian refugees. She's going to have open borders and let in Syrian refugees, and she's going to vet them. Except every official in the Obama government, says we can't vet them.
By the way, she and WikiLeaks said we can't vet them.
Right.
So doesn't that really mean she's willing to gamble with the lives of the American people?
Yes, it means she is going to bring in 600,000 or 700,000 people, of which, let's say, 10% are bad. And we have 60,000 terrorists in this country, in addition to the homegrown terrorists we already have. Her answer to why not do it, because we have a homegrown terrorist, is ridiculous. In other words, she wants to add to our homegrown terrorists we're going to bring from abroad. That's insane.
Comey, Brennan, Steinbeck, McCall, General Allen, all of them have said, and James Clapper, all of them have said that the refugee population will be infiltrated.
Yes, there's no question it will be. Not only that, Baghdadi has said it. Baghdadi on 4 separate occasions said, we are going to infiltrate the refugees with our, I think he called them terrorist operatives, and have them in Western Europe and the United States.
We've already seen it in Europe. We've already witnessed this in Europe.
We've been told by them that they're going to do it, and she is still going to bring them in, which is playing with our safety, which shows why she was so unsuccessful for 30 years. When Donald Trump said, even Podesta thinks you have bad judgment, now that we look at WikiLeaks, everybody knows she has bad judgment. She is so left-wing She's so much a student of Saul Alinsky that her ideology overcomes her common sense.
Let me ask about the polls. Let me ask about, there's so many balls up in the air when you look at Project Veritas coming out, WikiLeaks coming out every day with new revelations. Are we really getting an accurate sense? When does this all settle down?
I think as this whole Veritas thing settles down, it's going to really kind of coalesce all the different things that we found out under WikiLeaks. That's extraordinary, paying people to create violence at a...
That was a Veritas tape, yeah. And voter fraud at a high level. Yeah. Well-funded. The thing that was most interesting is they put the money right at the Clinton campaign.
Yeah, I mean, it's extraordinary, and it's something that then leads you to look at all the rest of the tapes. She has one position in public, one position in private. She wants socialized medicine. She likes the Canadian system better. She wants a hemispheric government. She really understands that these people can't be vetted, but she's going to bring them in anyway.
Unbelievable. Mr. Mayor, thanks.
Thank
you enjoy the... Now you're going to miss debate prep. You missed that?
I am going to miss it, but I thought he was by far the best. Yeah. And clearly, if you're looking at the two of them, just looking at the way they performed, one performed like a president, and the other one performed like a failed Secretary of State.
All right, Mr. Mayor, thank you so much for being with us.